We begin episode 11, entitled Ape New World, with the monkey team going through hyperspace in order to get home from some faraway mission faster. Ironically, the team are killing time when Otto decides to upgrade Gibson, much to the dismay of Mr. Al Gibson.
Upgrading your time receptor's long-distance capabilities. All done! Oh, yeah. I probably ought to counterbalance for the extra mass. Who else wants one?
The alarm goes off and we see Skeleton King attacking the team at hyperspeed. The robot gets injured, but using the hyper boosters themselves, Chiro blows up Skeleton King's ship. When the monkey team head home to Shugazoom, they notice something is amiss. The team are looking around when they are approached by Robo-Apes, along with their leader, Robo-Ape Alpha, who bows before the team. It is here Alpha drops the bomb on the team of where they are.
And you have come back to us, to the day 2 million years later.
So yeah, the monkey team are 2 million years in the future, and Shugazoom is inhabited by robot simians who worship them. Otto takes the whole worship thing well, while everyone else is mostly just weirded out. Oh, and I'm sorry, but I have to do something here. Anyways, Chiro learns that history has forgotten his efforts with the monkey team, so he goes off to sulk in the human-less Shugazoom. It must be hard to think you are the last person left on your home planet, so you can see where Chiro is coming from. Chiro, however, doesn't realize his own strength as he knocks over several buildings in Shugazoom. Chiro also sees the Robo-Apes working on the robots, so he takes the initiative for a while until he is taken down. Back at the Worship Hall, Otto is really enjoying upgrading all the Robo-Apes. Otto I'll get into more in a second, but he just seems happy. The team are reading through their own history when Otto notices their chest plates are also controller chips. Robo-Ape Alpha takes this moment to place one on Otto, as he is now under control as well. Well, I think so anyways.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Chiro is in prison meanwhile, but not for long, as some monkey foo breaks him out as he heads back towards the team while inadvertently breaking the Robo-Ape's chips. Otto in the meantime seems to have lost it. Chiro busts in to break the news that this is a fake Shugazoom. Alpha tries to reason his way out of it, but the team reasons back until...
Then what a collection you'll be! What? I could do it for you right now! Tick-tock!
Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
Oh dear. That was an error definitely left over from my human days.
Scrapperton!
Yeah! Scrapperton is back! Before we go any further with the story, one note I completely skipped over during episode 4 is that Lord Scrapperton is voiced by Eric Idle, best known for his time on Monty Python's Flying Circus. Looking back on it, Idle is a pretty big deal and a great grab for the show, which might explain why Scrapperton is only used in 2 episodes. Scrapperton sends his Robo-Ape army out, but with Chiro breaking their chips earlier, Scrappy looks to be in double trouble when he gets his block knocked off by Chiro. But Scrapperton escapes. Otto is still loopy, so Gibson stays behind to try and see what is wrong with him while the rest of the team goes to the robot. Scrapperton, we learn, is indeed working for Skeleton King and made a fake Shugazoom so the real one is unprotected. It is then we see a rather shocking image of Shugazoom being bombed while Chiro looks on in shock. Yes, this is only a brief moment before the commercial break, but this is our first real sense of legit worry for the safety of lives, and will not be the last time. The show plays a lot with darker themes, even if so briefly. Chiro breaks pursuit of Scrapperton to save Shugazoom. Scrapperton, acting like a pirate Napoleon, commands his army towards Shugazoom. Back on the fake Shugazoom, Gibson is able to convince Otto to calm down as we see a Robo-Ape destroy the chip on Otto's back. On the real Shugazoom, the Hyperforce is having issues defending without Gibson and Otto. Scrapperton tries to get a surrender, but Nova politely declines.
Tick-tock! Do be a good lad and run up the white flag.
Let me answer this one.
The team are still outmatched. Scrapperton claims victory until Gibson, Otto, and the Robo-Apes destroy Scrapperton's minions. Nova takes out Scrapperton's ship thing as the Robo-Apes take Scrapperton to the fake Shugzoom. Unfortunately never to be seen again as we end this episode. But not before Skeleton King makes a bold statement.
That mechanical fool! The time has come for Shugzoom City and those filthy monkeys to experience my wrath personally.
I originally wanted to pair this episode with the next as a double shot, as seemingly there isn't much more to it than what has been said. The story is smart, if brief, the action is good, the comedy is funny, and Scrapperton is once again pure gold as a character. Much like episode 4, there's an underlying message about how the team needs to be complete in order to function. However, while the story can be taken for its face value, the real meat of this episode is going into Otto as a character. Otto, as I've stated multiple times before, doesn't think. He just does things. So upgrading Gibson's earpiece in the beginning of the episode didn't seem like a big deal to him, while Gibson is clearly offended by having done it without him asking. When the monkey team gets worshipped like gods, he jumps head on into it, loving the attention. In fact, there's an interesting conversation Otto has before finding the chips on the Robo-Apes.
In the old Shugzoom, no one could understand us except Zero. Here everyone speaks monkey.
Yes, Otto is goofy and silly, but he isn't stupid. Otto seems to just really want friendship more than anything and is so happy that the Robo-Apes can understand him. Otto to me seems like the most sensitive monkey, as seen when his emotions come out tenfold thanks to the chip. He becomes euphoric in his happiness when he considers himself a fellow Robo-Ape and acts out in anger when Chiro claims the future Shugzoom is fake. When Otto takes Gibson practically hostage, we see some deep-seated sadness and anger that Otto feels unappreciated for the kind things he does for Gibson. In this one episode alone, Otto is seen as a dynamic character with so many layers, and he may be climbing up my favorite character chart quite fast, paying close attention to these things. There's a lot to talk about with just Otto, and the funny thing is, we're not done talking about him yet. Stay tuned as we get into episode 12.